someone in a similar way that he had murdered Dariush. And a lot of the details about Chris B's life are similar to the details of Christian's life. And Chris B in the novel even sells the murder weapon on an online auction site just like Christian did with Dariush's phone. So yeah, this fictional novel appears to be based on the actual murder that he committed. And to make it worse, then the book actually gets published. Like some publisher read this and was like, yeah, this is great. Now, at the end of the day, he only sells a couple thousand copies, so it's not a huge success, but still, Christian got away with murder and he wrote a frickin' book about it, and no one has connected him to the crime. Until 3 years later, after the murder, a local detective is looking into cold cases, and he starts working on this one to see if he can find anything new. And detective suddenly realizes Dariush, he would have had his cell phone on him. Like everyone always has their cell phone on them. But when they found the body, they never found his phone. So detective gets a hold of the serial number for that phone, and he finds a way to track it. And he discovers that after the murder, it had been sold on an internet auction site. And the person who sold it, their username was Chris B, like the character in Christian's novel. So of course, they trace the account back to Christian. So detective, he investigates this Christian guy he's never heard of, and he deep dives into his life, and that's when he finds out about the crime novel he wrote. So he and a bunch of other police officers, they scour through every chapter of that novel looking for any details that might lead them to connect Christian to the crime. And eventually, boom, he's a suspect, and they bring him in for questioning. But they don't get much information out of him, and they have to let him go. Oh, but it's not over, because then they get another break in the case. Apparently, when Christian called Dariush's office that day,